So this was originally not a planned video that I had. I'm working on like two other things, but I saw this on the news and I knew I needed to talk about it. I generally avoid the news like it's the plague. Like 90% of things that come out of the news are always just depressing. But I saw this, and not only does it have a fairly happy ending, but like it was kind of goofy.
An online child predator being taken into jail after a missing Virginia girl was found inside a West Valley apartment.
This is video of her in that teal t-shirt being rescued last August by Tolleson police and the FBI. And now the ABC 15 investigators have learned the girl's Nintendo Switch helped crack that case and locate the girl.
And then I looked into it and like nobody's talking about it. And I thought, why don't I make a video on that? So basically, a 15-year-old girl from Virginia was found in Arizona. And the reason that she made it home safe has a lot to do with her Nintendo Switch. On the news clip, they talk about how she wasn't the type to run away. She was kind of a loner.
They learned the teen spent most of her time in a room playing video games, watching anime. She was a homebody, not likely a runaway.
She stayed in her room playing video games and watching anime. That's a solid way to live your life, I'm going to be honest. But basically, she met somebody on the internet. The individual came to meet her in person, and he ended up abducting her and taking her from Virginia to Arizona. This creep had full intentions of coercing her into CP. It's a pretty messed up situation. So one of the things that apparently she had requested was she wanted to bring her Nintendo Switch. The abductor allowed her to take it.
The captor did let the girl bring her Nintendo Switch gaming console, which she connected to the internet to watch YouTube and download a game.
While she was 2,000 miles away from her house. So the part that's kind of awesome comes in. One of her friends was playing on their Switch. They saw her icon pop up. For those of you who don't play games, the Switch, as well as pretty much every other console, has a feature where if one of your friends is online, it will pop up on your screen. That way you can see, hey, that guy's doing that game, I could do that game, we can play together. It's great. It's the same way my brother and I trade Pokemon on Scarlet and Violet. Her friend saw that she was online and immediately thought she's been missing, told her mom. Her mom contacted the authorities.
A friend saw the missing girl's name pop up and alerted the FBI.
And then the FBI contacted Nintendo so they could track down this dude's IP address.
With help from Nintendo, the FBI used the Switch's IP address to get the abductor's apartment complex.
That is such a big brain moment for the kid. Like, I wish I knew the name of her friend, because that person deserves, like, all the respect right now. That was awesome. Basically, after the FBI got this dude's IP address, they tracked it down to his apartment, and they took him down.
11 days after the girl disappeared, Ethan Roberts answered the door to find the FBI and Tolleson police had surrounded his apartment.
Man is facing at least 30 years in prison, which I think is a light sentence for things like CP, personally. Look at this dude. No one should be surprised that this dude's the perpetrator. And thankfully, the little girl is back home with her family.
The missing flyers came down. The teen, now back in Virginia, still recovering from this ordeal, which could have gone on for so much longer if it hadn't been for her Nintendo Switch.
Her name is being kept out of all the news, which is great. I think that is something that we kind of need more of. She's been through enough. But the idea that her playing her Switch is what got her home, I think that is so wild. I'm sure that dude didn't think about that, you know? The Switch is so small and like easily portable. It probably didn't even, cross his mind, which is funny because you'd think anyone would have thought of that. Somebody has a cell phone, somebody has some kind of electronic hooked up to the internet, somebody can find you. That's how the internet works. And thank God that's how the internet works, because that little girl's now safe at home and no longer in the clutches of this fucking creep. I'm a parent of 3, and this kind of thing freaks me out. Like the idea of some fucking weirdo showing up and just taking one of my children, that's terrifying. That is the shit that keeps me up at night, okay? I laughed there, but it's how uncomfortable that makes me. It's just how I kind of respond. We need to, talk to our kids. Make sure we're a part of our kids' lives so we can know if something seems weird. When I was young, I was on, AOL and Yahoo chat rooms and stuff, and that was terrifying. I wasn't scared at the time, but thinking about it now, there are so many creeps in the world. It could have been so easy for something horrifying to happen. But yeah, I just really liked that this story had a happy ending. I really liked that this guy got his comeuppance and that she's back home. And I love that his downfall was a Nintendo Switch. I think that is hilarious. But yeah, I just want to end that with, if you've got kids, ask them about their friends, show interest in whatever their interests are. If they're online a lot, ask them about their online friends. Not in like a prying way, but in like a, hey, what are you up to kind of way. People talk to their spouses about coworkers that their spouse doesn't know all the time. I feel like we need to normalize having those same types of conversations with our kids. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing. I know this is a short video, but I really wanted to share this. I don't think this has been getting nearly enough attention. And no one's been talking about it. I thought someone needed to. So, yeah, that's it. See you guys next time.